So I'm Alex from Bite-Sized, and I have Sinestesia. And so I have grapheme to color synesthesia, which means that my digits in my numbers have color. And a lot of times this is due to the actual digits of the number themselves, because each digit from 0 to 9 has its own color. The colors of numbers above 9 actually have to do with their factors as well. And so things in the 3, 6, 9 series, so multiples of 3, are actually my warm colors. So 3 is red, 6 is orange, and 9 is sort of a very dark red maroon.
Go from 0 for me. All right.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. 0 is sort of a clear number. 1 is simultaneously white and black. 2 is green. 3 is red. 4 is blue. 5 is very black. 6 is orange. 7 is yellow. 8 is sort of a darker blue. 9 is a very dark maroon. And then once you get into things like 10, they're simultaneously white and black. A lot of the 2 and 3 digit numbers have to do with their actual digits, so things like 20 will be very predominantly green because they start with a 2. However, that 20 is actually a little bit more clear or white and black as well, because it has the 2 times the 10, which is simultaneously white and black. It also has a little bit of the 4 thrown in, so it's a slight blue tinge, as well as sort of a little bit of that black from the 5.
So when you're telling me this and you're like envisaging it, what's happening in your brain? Are you seeing the number 5, that color, or are you just seeing a color?
I'm actually seeing the number in that color, but I try and describe it to people as the space in my brain that it occupies is the same space that it would occupy if you tried to visualize a pumpkin right now, because I said it to you. You don't see it in the world in front of you, but you see it in a space in your head, and so the numbers in my head are that color.
So when you were counting through the numbers for me a minute ago, were you like, could I, in your mind's eye, was there like a white background and then there was a number 5 of that color, like the shape of the 5, or was your mind's eye just going, oh, that color, like a flash to color? It
is sort of that number in its color. I think I've developed such a strong visualization to them that now the numbers and the colors are the same almost. So if I see something like 4 red blocks on a table, it's intrinsically wrong to me because it should be either 4 blue blocks or 3 red blocks. It doesn't cause me problems, but it absolutely interacts with the way that I interact with my world. So it helps with how I visualize math problems, and it also sort of helps with how I look at the world around me and classify things and remember things.
Does it make you better?
I don't think it makes me better at all. I think it's something actually that a lot of people have, but they don't realize that they have. I didn't realize that I was doing this until my freshman year of college, when a professor called out, does anyone in this classroom see numbers with colors? And my first response is, that's stupid. Numbers don't have colors, they have personalities. And then I realized that the personalities I was equating with my numbers were their colors. 9 was a very angry number because it was so dark and red, whereas 2s and 4s were much happier numbers because they were cool blues and greens.
When you've done a bit of research and found out about other people with this condition or skill or whatever we're going to call it, do they associate the same colors with numbers, or is everyone different?
No, absolutely not. That's the best thing that I found, is that sharing my numbers with colors is I have the strong reaction from other synesthetes who go, no, absolutely not. 5 is the brightest yellow you've ever seen, and 6 is a dark blue, and how dare you have different numbers? And I think that's the best part of it, is that everyone interacts with these numbers and colors in a very different way.
13, most importantly, is tremendous good luck. It's bad luck for everybody else, but for a magician, somebody who likes
prime. What was the other thing? This is called not respecting your favorite number well enough.
But when I was 13, I decided that was silly, and so the last one stuck. And so my favorite number has always stuck at 27.
Well, it's even. It is the lowest even number.